In the world today, there are almost 200 countries, and every single day there are people who desperately want and need a revolution to change their country and their lives for the better. Today, we feel the need to discuss three such situations that are occurring today: South Sudan, Ireland, and Basque, to help give you special insight in these revolutions and what exactly a revolution is. So tell me, Charlie, what sort of ethnic conflicts and governmental decisions are fueling today's revolutions?
Well, in South Sudan, the government isn't informing the people of their rights or keeping the people safe from the ethnic fighting that is happening between the Dinka and the North, which is causing lots of problems and getting lots of citizens' lives in their crossfire.
How about you, Ezra? Do you agree with him? Would you like to
I
add anything?
really well agree with him. It's really important for the government to inform the people of what they can and cannot do. But in Ireland, they're in kind of a tricky issue because their system is a republic, which is causing the lesser of the group to not get their voice heard, which is the North, and they're getting attacked by terrorists, bombs in their streets. They're getting attacked by the actual army of the Republic of Ireland, and they can't do anything to fight back because they're so small and they're only getting a little bit of help from Great Britain.
Ouch. What about you, Lorena?
I fully agree with Charlie and Ezra. Them having a voice is a big problem of the revolutions that are happening today. The government not allowing them to speak up and get what they think should happen, and then their rights, which is definitely two big problems.
Now I ask all of you, what are the people involved in your revolution doing today to try to change the government and their country?
Well, the people today are actually in South Sudan not really helping much, but outside help is being sent from the United Nations, and even China is helping South Sudan.
Interesting.
Yeah, it sounds like they could get a lot of help from this issue, the issues I've heard about coming from that country. In Ireland, the only help they're getting is about 2,000 soldiers from Great Britain. Just try to hold back the assault from Ireland, and it's not working that well. They don't have that much to defend against bombs and all that.
Intriguing. Lorena?
Basque is going with violence. Their group is just kind of trying to fight with violence to get what they want, I guess. So, and the government's fighting back, so that just keeps continuing on.
So, taking all this information, what sort of connections or differences can you draw from your revolutions to the American Revolution?
Well, in South Sudan, the government is allowing the people the rights to do something, but in this case, it's their whole entire rights of being able to live or die or something like that. But in the American Revolution, the colonists didn't get the right to represent themselves, which is quite similar. The difference is that in South Sudan, there is ethnic group fighting, which is different in the American Revolution.
Yeah, I fully agree with Charlie. In Ireland, they're not getting represented by the majority body because they have so much less people, so they can't actually full on vote to go against them. But in the American Revolution, they were getting taxed without representation. So there seems to be always that one team that's always trying to get away, but they don't have enough people in representation to get away.
Yes, yes.
I agree with Ezra. In the American Revolution, I think there was a lot more people involved, but in Basque, there's a little group of people that are helping to get the separation of their country, because that's what Basque wants. And then the American Revolution, they had more people and they had more force to fight back with, I think. So that's what.
Taking all of this information, tell me what the main social and political factors that lead a nation to revolution are. Discuss.
Well, in South Sudan, one of the social factors is the ethnic group fighting, which is gaining lots of tension and causing problems for the government. But it can also be used for a good thing, which is taking over the government. But the political factor is that the government is not informing the people of their rights, and it's not really helping the people at all.
Yeah, one thing in Ireland is the people are not getting represented by the government, and the people dislike that, so and that's why they're really fighting back. They're not really getting what they want.
Yeah, Ezra, they're not getting their like cultural rights, so they're not allowed to speak their own language, so they're kind of mad about that. And the political factor is that the government is like, they're fighting back with the people, but they keep doing it. They're not allowing any change to happen, so it's kind of just ticking the people off, I guess.
We will come back to this topic later. But for now, what, in your opinion, all of you, would be the best way to resolve your country's revolution?
In Ireland, the best way for them to actually finish this problem is for the South to finally get over the idea that, oh, we're stronger and we can take them. They need to get that if you have a small group, they're still going to fight like they're a big group. They have Great Britain by their back. They can get any other UK country to help them. Because in North Ireland, they have a lot of good soil and all that, and that's why the British wanted that area, and that's why there's so many people who feel like they're British in that area.
Yes, we have seen that several times throughout history.
Well, in my opinion, for South Sudan's problem to be solved, since there's already ethnic group fighting, the government is quite bad already, so I think the ethnic groups should just overthrow the government, because the government isn't helping at all or informing the people of the situation that they're in. So I think that the ethnic groups should just overthrow the government, which would make a better, more reformed government.
And I think you and I can both agree that in the place of this corrupt government, they should put a more democratic government where everybody has an equal share in the power in the government, and that the leading powers should persuade the two ethnic groups to, instead of trying to bring each other down, they should instead try to build each other up. That way everybody benefits.
Yeah.
I think that if the people, like Charlie says, if they overthrow the government, then it'll get like the people more rights if they make their own kind of government and everything like that. But the problem is the people that are trying to get the like cultural rights and their freedom and everything, they only have like a certain amount of people, and then there's some people that are on their side, but then the rest are on the government side. They don't think it's that big of a deal that they don't get their rights and their freedom. So if I think the people join together, then it would help.
So I think we can all agree that the main social and political factors that lead a nation to revolution would be blockage of rights, ethnic tensions, poor representation in government, poor economy, poor food distribution, discrimination, and many other topics that follow along the same line.
Yeah, I completely agree with your statement there.